So every now and then when I get bored, I just look around my plants and see what they need. For example, I spot out a used up bud like this. So this is dried up, so I'll completely just quickly hand remove it and it's just gone. So you see there's another bud out there which is just taking up space here. So I'll just remove it so that it gets space to grow the new buds that is there. So these are some of the cares that you ought to keep doing with your plants if you want them to keep pushing new growth and whatnot. You spot a dry bud, just remove them. What I usually wait for is that let them, you know, dry it out, because I don't pull it out as soon as it's used. I let them dry it out a little bit and just hand pull them very carefully. So it's something I do. It's very easy and it's kind of like anything you can do in between your work or anything. Just keep looking at my plants every now and then to give my eyes a little bit of rest, and it also helps me take care of so many plants that I have. For example, I also spotted a branch that got broken, so this was taking up all the resources. So you see, this was the point where it was broken from. So it was half joint like this, so I could not spot it. So if you look carefully, if there are any branches broken, the plant will spend all its resources on repairing the broken branch. I think a bird sat on it or something like that. So these are the things that you got to remove from your plants if you want them to focus on new growth only and not repair damaged branches. So this is enough root growth, and it has also started growing another offshoot, so that means this is stabilized enough to transfer from water to soil. And this is an entire pot consisting of just transferred seedlings, so that this pot will always remain moist. So once they settle in soil for about a month or a couple of months, and then they grow new shoots, maybe some of them will die here while transplanting, but after that they will stabilize and they will come back up, and at that point we can start taking cuttings more and increasing it in number of plants as well. So sometimes plants talk to you. This is one of the things that I look out for in my general care throughout the weekend, and even during the weekdays actually. See the curled up leaves? The leaves have curled up, right? It's curled up a little bit. This is much more prominent in curling up. So sometimes the plants talk to you. So you can wait for the plants to give you a signal that it needs water if you want to prevent, overwatering. So this is usually what I do. And I also look out for dried leaves or any, kind of whether the soil is dry or wet, or if any one of the leaves are taking all of its energy into the, plant. So I just look out for these kind of things. See, this leaf is turning yellow, but I'm gonna wait till it completely dries up and just pull it off. I'm gonna let it be there because that's what I do with pothos anyways. So yeah, that's one of the things that. So I just watered it, so the leaves will turn into normalcy in some time. And I remove any dead or yellowing leaves. So I removed one of the leaves that was coming out from here and it was yellowed completely. So I remove those. So that's one of the general care that is there. I also did recently wipe off the dirt from. So it's really a dusty environment for whatever reason. There's a lot of construction going on around, so the leaf surfaces get very very dirty. So this is a concern with especially larger leaves. So I do wipe those off. See, I just wiped it off last week and it still has dirt on it. See the black dust that is there. So the more you do that, you have to very gently carefully wipe it using a tissue paper, wet tissue paper or wet cloth. You can just wipe those and not with your hand, because so that is when the leaves will shine actually, unless you do that. And I also do occasionally miss the aerial roots of the monsteras and this philodendrons. Anyone who has aerial roots, they love watered or misting in this aerial roots that are there. So they do really well. I think it's really happy because you see there's a lot of growth here. This one is coming up, and there's another one. You can see all the new growth coming out from there, and a lot of nodes. So this is a new leaf that is coming out, and I also check for curling up in philodendrons. So what they usually do is they also give a signal that okay, if any one of the leaves is yellowing, or you see the growth is coming out because I've put it in a lighted condition. So the leaves have not yet, it has started to curl a little bit. So possibly I can water it tomorrow again. The last time I watered it was the last Sunday actually. So you see this soil is a little bit on the wet side, so I'm not going to water it at all because pothos like completely drying of the soil, and even Brazil philodendron. So these are the ones I recently bought from the various online shops. So yeah, that's pretty much the part on this section. So yeah, so this was a general care video that I usually do every now and then to give you an idea that gardening is not something that you have to invest so much time on, but it's something that you can do every now and then. You take break from your work and you just look into the plants and just see what is going on with them and give them little support nudges actually, and that's enough for them to survive. They don't need much help from you, but they need you to look into it every now and then. And yeah, so I hope you like this video, and subscribe to my channel for more plant craziness. I have a lot of plants that I've ordered as well. I'll be posting more videos on them, but basically it all boils down to just look into the plants and they will talk to you. Just keep looking over them, but don't be helicopter parents. But you can of course uh, just look into them every now and then as a hobby. Take a break from work, look into the plants, and that's all they need. Signing off from this video. Like it and subscribe to the channel.